Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Articles. Today we're going to take a look at DTravel, which is essentially Airbnb decentralized, autonomous, community-owned house sharing platform. So don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. We drop a video every day with all news related to the crypto world. Don't forget to check the links in the description down below. We're doing a giveaway for $100 that you can invest in what you choose to invest, and we will drop them back to you on Christmas Day. So let's get started. So this is the website for DTravel. Very sleek website, very sleek platform. We're going to dive into it in a second. So DTravel defines themselves as the DAO of travel, decentralized autonomous organization. I'm going to get to what that is if you don't know what it is in 1 second. So it's decentralized, as most cryptos. It's autonomous in the sense that it's governed by the people and is in the sense that it's automated and it's community owned, so it's governed by the people. It's a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO. DTravel is a community owned and governed by platform users like hosts, guests, and community members. So once again, this is pretty much like Airbnb, is house sharing, and it allows you to rent flats during the holidays or extended periods of time. So let's take a look what the hosts get. So hosts get more. Hosts get more money because they pay less fees, and they get more say in how the platform itself functions. Because it's autonomous and it's community owned, everybody can vote towards what the platform should be and how it should transform. And because it's automated, there is no need for the developers, for example, that are behind DTravel to jump in and make the changes. So travelers can go further. You can book the same beautiful destination as other home sharing platforms for less. There is lower transaction fees and better rewards. Forget about all the fees that you pay on Airbnb, all the extra fees for small perks. This is much lower fees for exactly the same service. And of course, you can pay with crypto. It's shaped by community. Us, guests, and home sharing enthusiasts alike have the power to shape DTravel. This community-governed approach to a travel ecosystem provides unmatched value for hosts and guests. DTravel uses the TRLV token to incentivize and reward those contributing to the community. So it's effectively, once again, Airbnb with a token backing it and a community making the decisions. So let's take a look at the ecosystem. We talked about the TRVL token, which powers activities within the ecosystem. The DTravel DAO, the DAO governance enables all TRVL holders to participate in platform decisions. So if you own the token, you can vote for how you want the platform to change. Let's say that you don't like a particular session, or you would like something to be featured in the homepage, or you would like fees to change, or you would like a certain type of checks on your host, on your guests, or reviews to be slightly different. You can simply vote on that and it will automatically change. And a really cool feature is the NFT VIP members. So NFT VIP membership is a collection of VIP cards that grant you exclusive travel perks. So this is very similar to what we've seen with credit cards and travel companies do in the past, where you get assigned a VIP card that gives you extra perks compared to the rest of the community. And also really good for hosts, there is a protection pool. So they offer $1 million in property protection for DTravel hosts, which is quite reassuring for a host. So taking a look at the frequently asked question, what makes DTravel a community-owned platform? So all the revenue from DTravel bookings and NFT VIP membership is funneled back into community funds, which are used to continue to grow the DTravel ecosystem and to benefit the community. What is a decentralized autonomous organization? We covered this in previous videos. Don't forget to check them out. I will link them in the description down below. In short, a DAO refers to a community that is collectively governed by a set of predetermined parameters. These parameters can be updated by community consensus, therefore you can vote on them, and ensure that DAOs are able to evolve with current events, representing a more efficient, democratic, and transparent model for governance. And this applies to most of the projects we'll be talking about. A lot of projects are backed by a DAO. What is the DTravel Community Treasury? The Community Treasury is a fund that is owned and governed by the DTravel DAO for the purpose of growing the ecosystem. So it's a fund that is built up using the fees that are basically fed back into the system and allows the platform to grow. How does DTravel offer lower fees? So legacy platforms, and of course here they're mostly referring to Airbnb, for example, charge as much as 20% of the transaction value. So a lot of time you may not notice this, but actually the host gets a lot less than what you pay. DTravel fees are set at 7.5%, and the 7.5% of the total booking value are held in a community governed treasury. So it's kind of a big loop. You pay less fees, and the fees that you pay don't really go into, DTravel's pocket. They go back into the DAO, and they allow the platform to keep building. So let's take a look at how it actually works. This is the homepage of the actual app. This looks very familiar. If you've seen Airbnb, this is very, very similar. Very nice website, very nice UI in my opinion. You have a list of destinations, so this is pretty populated. This is not an empty platform. And so let's take a look at one of these. I picked one of these already. I taken a look at Florence, and you can see central Florence, there is already quite a few flats listed on the platform. You can see the prices here on the side. And then when you go and check one of them, you can see, you can see that it gives you the full details of the flat, exactly like Airbnb does. And then it shows you the USD price, and you can of course book with cryptos as well. We can't do this now, but I'm going to show you a little trick whenever you see this. This is actually going to be useful to most of you guys, or at least I hope. You can go here and do visibility hidden, and the pop-up is gone. Now we can take a look at the page. The payment method, you can see there is crypto, and then DTravel wallet, which is coming up. And then we got currency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. So this is really powerful, especially I'm really excited about the USDT button because especially during bear markets, a lot of people are staking USDT. A lot of people are moving their funds to SDT, or if you're not a trader, you're probably already staking USDTs, or if you don't, I would recommend taking a look at how that works. And you can pay through USDT, so you don't actually have to take your money out of the crypto system or the crypto ecosystem. So really, really good system, really, really good way of booking. Now let's take a look at the actual IDO. So this token, the TRLV token, hasn't launched yet. This is completely new. The platform is well on its way. It's really, really powerful, but you can jump onto the train quite early. So they announced 2 days ago, actually yesterday, November 12th, they announced their IDO on Polkastarter, and I'm going to drive you through every step on how you can get into the IDO. Polkastarter whitelist is live, and I'm going to put this link in the description down below. And there is a really cool way to participate and get whitelisted as well, which is send them your travel photos. And I'm going to get to that at the end. So DTravel announces TRVL IDO on Polkastarter. The launch of the TRVL token on Polkastarter will happen on the 26th of November, and it will allow people to participate in the Web3 sharing economy. So let's take a look at what Polkastarter is, how it works, and how you can participate. So Polkastarter is essentially a launchpad. Despite the name, it's not on Polkadot, and it launches all set of coins, games, DAOs, pretty much anything you can imagine. You will find it on this platform. The way it works is that you have to hold the POLS token or stake them for a minimum of 7 days before the IDO, and then based on a lottery, you can be whitelisted and participate in the IDO. So let's take a look at how you can participate in the DTravel IDO. So the first thing you would have to do is head over to their platform, check out the POLS coin. You can buy this on PancakeSwap, for example, and then ensure that this is in your wallet for a minimum of 7 days. So if you go on today, the whitelisting ends on the 19th, so you are 6 days in advance, but you're well ahead of the IDO, which is on the 26th. So you have more than 7 days. Another way is to hold Pulse liquidity provider tokens on Uniswap or PancakeSwap. So if you don't want to keep them in your wallet, you can keep the liquidity provider tokens, which usually give you some returns. So you can just head over to PancakeSwap and buy some POLS liquidity provider tokens or LP tokens. And the other way is to stake POLS on their dashboard. So on the website, you can do staking of POLS. In terms of how it works, every 250 POLS tokens give you one lottery ticket. So one opportunity to be whitelisted. And if you have, for example, 750 POLS power tokens, you then have 3 tickets to your name when you submit your address to be whitelisted. So you have 3 times the chances to be whitelisted, of course. And yes, of course, then the whitelisting is random. Therefore, it is indeed 3 times the chances. We also have POLS tiers, which means that not only you do receive a ticket for every 250 POLS power you accumulate, but the more tickets you have, the more they are worth. So let's say you have 250 plus, they're worth one ticket. So every ticket is worth one ticket. If you have 1,000 POLS plus, every ticket is now worth 1.1. So you have 0.1 more chances of getting into the auction and being whitelisted. And for example, 30,000 POLs power gives you 1.25. So every ticket is now worth 1.25. And then of course, if you have 30,000 divided by 250, that's quite a lot of tickets already. And lastly, once you have been whitelisted, so you staked them or you bought your POLS, and then you submit your application for the whitelisting. If you do get whitelisted, then you submit your KWC, which is, KYC, know your customer. This is just a check on who you are to make sure that the IDO is fair and there is no bots that participate. Once the IDO launches, it's a first come, first serve. So you have a certain amount of time in during which you can participate, and the sooner you get there, the better. So let's take a look at the Polkastarter page for DTravel. The fundraise goal is $500,000. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go way above that number. This is gonna happen on the 26th, and it starts at 12 p.m. UTC, and it ends an hour and a half later. And if you check the description here, they give you pretty much all the information I've given you in this video. And lastly, for the ones that don't have tokens or don't want to put money into this, there is another way to try and get whitelisted, which is quite nice. Is the community whitelist, our travel photo contest. So all you have to do is get some nice photos of your holidays, and you can submit your best photos to the favorite travel photos contest, which will give members a chance to get whitelisted in the Polkastarter IDO. So once you're whitelisted, it means you just have to have the coins to buy. Whitelisting start date was Thursday the 11th, and the end date is next Saturday, Saturday the 20th. So go and take a look at your photos from your latest holidays, trying to find a really good one and send it to them. I will link the application in the description down below. All you need to do is fill in these details, quite a few details here, but nothing too complex and nothing out of the ordinary. So this is it for today. Thank you for listening. I hope this was insightful. I hope you will get a chance to participate. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, and we will see you in the next video.